Mr. Arn. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, before you get started, let me just make an observation, and it may be the lighting. You look a lot like Scott Norton. Anybody ever tell you that?
I've heard that a time or two, brother.
More than a time or two. You really look like him.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, man. I want to take the opportunity to tell you thank you for everything you've done for the wrestling business, brother. And I'm trying to drive and do this at the same time, so y'all bear with me. But Arn, you inspired me to be a wrestler, man. I've been working the indie scenes and around North Carolina and South Carolina for the last 10 years or so. Dak Carwood, I've known him since he was Casey McKnight. Me and him, I've had the pleasure of sharing the locker room with him, and he is phenomenal, brother. Phenomenal.
Yes, he
is. Wheeler Yuta, me and him trained together, and he is phenomenal as well. So I just look out for me. He's a buddy of mine.
Okay, I'll do that. Certainly will. Are you still working some, or?
I am, man, but I ain't worked none since COVID hit. I work for a cemetery now, and they keep us busy. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of deaths in the area, and it keeps me busy, thank the good Lord. But it's just a lot of deaths.
God, you've seen that COVID thing up front and personal. Then, it's bad stuff. Well, hey, listen, I don't want you to be driving and not paying attention. Where are you from? Where's home for you?
Ainer, South Carolina. It's about 30 minutes from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay. All right. Well, if I'm anywhere that you are, please come by and say hello, okay? It'd be a pleasure to meet you in person.
Yes, sir, man. I'd love to meet you too, man. My question for you, brother, cutting promos, man, the fire that you have and just the realism and everything that you put behind every promo you've ever cut, man. It's just awesome. I can't even put into words how much different yours are compared to other people. You know what I mean? And
thank you.
How do you get that fire, man? I know I try to whenever I'm cutting promos when I get the opportunity to anymore. I try to believe every word I say, and that helps me, I guess. But what's some advice you can give?
Well, that is the key, is believing that what you say is 100% accurate and true. And here's something that I put in my head. You gotta remember, I was put in a position to be standing there with J.J. Ric Flair, Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard, who all had more experience than me. I was the rookie of the crew. They all had more credibility than I did. They were all better than I was. So here's the rookie walking in, and that's what I had to go up against. And so knowing I couldn't have the pizzazz that Ric Flair could have, or Tully Blanchard was one of those guys you wanted to reach through the screen and choke him. Ole Anderson scared me to death, and he was my partner. And J.J. Dillon was the word-wise not announcer, but he was our manager, but everything he said was so articulate. I had to carve out a niche, and the only way I could figure out was go, hey, you're in over your head here. You got to prove to not only the audience, but yourself and your partners that you belong in this spot. And that's what I would think about when I went through the curtain or somebody put a microphone in my mouth. Be believable, be credible, be one of those guys that believes what you say, and, go out and do what you say, and just be that guy that when I threaten a guy, I made good on it. And that's the key to my interview style, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, brother. The first time I was on TV and got to cut a promo on TV, they turned me heel, and I was listening to some of your old promos, and you talked about there's 2,000 people in this wrestling organization, one that can talk a big game and one that can back it up. And I used that in my first promo, man. So not to say I stole from you, but I'd be stealing from the best, that's for sure.
Well, we all steal from each other. So, Blake, that's cool.
Thank you, brother. Not take up too much time. Thank y'all so much for this, and y'all have a good day. Y'all pray for us.
Yes, sir, we will. Best of luck to you.
Sir. Thank you.
Well, we will do, Blake. Absolutely. And a wrestling historian.